Hey everybody. It's Jeremy. And I'm coming at y'all again today with a review on the Camille interview by, Mod Africa. I just headed out of there. They said, they were, closing it out, and I really just wanted to basically get some things, off my mind, and really just to talk about what I got from the interview. All right. So let's get it started here. Something that I really did like about the interview was the fact that we got to see a different side of Camille. I personally, even though I want y'all to understand this. I do drag everybody equally on the shows that I watch. But it's really nothing personal. It's not like I have like hate or any type of anger towards anybody. It's just the energy that I have towards the specific episode that I'm watching. So it's really not, giving, you know, it's something in my heart. I'm like, it's not on no Miss Chalet type of stuff. But this kind of made me rethink how I want to move forward with my content. Not saying that I'm not going to drag, but I might try to be a little less vicious with it, cuz I do know when I really get into my moods, it could get really, real crazy, So I really do think I'm gonna take a step back and try to edit some things back, try to lower the profanity, I'm trying to get myself to a really good medium. but but I really liked Camille's interview, but honestly, I liked Camille's personality on her season. What I had an issue with when it came to Camille was a whole bullying thing that it was rumored that she was doing with Zadia. And who are we to believe, if the whole cast is basically saying, girl, what you're saying is not true. You actually did do this and all of this other stuff. So who are we to believe? You get what I'm saying? So it kind of left her on an unfair disadvantage anyway. But during this interview, we learned some really cute things. Like she said that the men that she had met when she had gotten proposed to for the first three times, they're good men. She has no issues or qualms with them. They were really good people that she actually did, have chemistry with. They just weren't, her match. And I really respect, I mean, I would definitely respect it better if if you found that out, before I got you the ring. But I respect a woman leaving a situation when she finds out that it's really not for her, instead of making a leap decision to get married to somebody that who may not be the best for her. And I really did appreciate her knowing that. I did not think that her and Cornelius was still together, though. I was really shocked by that, because we all know about the alleged side hoes and mistresses that had did an interview with Kojo, but that ain't my business. But she said that they still going strong, that they're in pre-engagement counseling. Honestly, y'all, am I the only one? But I thought they got engaged last year, right? Like a little bit after the reunion aired. I could have swore she had like a rock on her finger, unless I was mistaken. And I could have swore I saw like a video or something talking about them basically doing the whatchamacallit, like doing the engagement. At least that's what I remember. So in this interview, she said that she's not actively engaged right now, that she's waiting for, Cornelius to pop the question. Hey Monique King, you said hold up, wait, what? Wait, what happened? Am I missing something? What's going on? What is going on? Like that completely knocked off my knocked off my whole but wait, back to what I was saying though. She basically was saying that she's waiting for him to pop the question, that he's not the type of guy to basically, you know lead her on and not have a goal in mind. So she feels that, he will propose eventually. And baby, listen, I'm gonna get into that a little bit farther into this, because I'm just reviewing the interview, really. Like, so I have some things on my mind. But anyway, um oh gosh. But basically, she was basically saying that Cornelius and her, have a trajectory that they're trying to reach. And I really appreciated her acknowledging, not basically denying or trying to hide they love or whatever it is, but I had a few questions, because she actually did say that that production was the entity that kind of led her into shading Sean, and she ended up doing that. But then she said a few moments after that, "Hey Harlem," she said a few minutes after that, that basically when it came to production asking her to shade the couples or to discuss the other couples on the show, she didn't want to do that. And I guess I was a little bit confused, because I was like, well, why did you agree to like, to say that the man was unemployed then, but not, discuss the couples? I think discussing the couples is way better than, calling somebody unemployed, but Zadia, had intercepted and basically said that was a little bit later after the fact. But I was saying that, hey V Jones 1965. I was gonna actually do this review tomorrow, but because I had to, leave the live abruptly. I decided I guess I'll just do it now. I missed a lot. I was in and out. I mean, you really didn't miss much. I mean, I feel like the beginning of the interview was really, really good. I felt that they were balancing a lot of questions. I think that towards the end, it started to get a little bit, off kilter. So it was more so less about, the interview, and more so about the other young lady that was interviewing. Y'all, listen to me. I like do not get my me reviewing these TV shows as in my persona or as who I am as a person. You know, I only like this is only a TV show, and I'm only doing a review. This is nothing personal. I am not here to wish death, to wish bad on anybody that's on these shows or connected to these shows. I am literally just here to review. And if I feel that there needs to be dragging for a specific episode for like some specific people, I'm gonna drag. I'm sorry. Now I'm going to try to thank you for subscribing, Mimi. Thank you for coming, V Jones. Welcome, Ellen. I know I wasn't disrespectful. I was not disrespectful. I don't even understand as to why I felt like I was getting singled out. Um but I just want to one thing I wanted to congratulate Maud on that interview. I think that was really big for her to do an interview, with somebody who was part of the Brown Girl Squad. You can't barely get them to interview. You gotta, I don't know what you gotta say to them to get them over there to get an interview, but whatever you have to say, she said it, and she got the interview down. And I'm very proud of Maud. I'm very proud of Maud. And congratulations for that. And I wish you much more success. I think that Maud is really funny. I think that Maud is honestly, I think a lot of my African brothers and sisters, I think they just have a natural, funny, charismatic personality. You know, I think their accents have partial things to do with that as well. But I just really love to I just really love to just listen to her talk, and she's just really funny to me. Monique said, I don't know how soon you left after being dismissed by someone who did not even own the channel, but the entire chat had your back, including the owner of the channel. Shout out to mine. Absolutely. Shout out to mine. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting, like, I feel kind of bad because I didn't want to like make her chat like, like come across as negative. I guess all I was trying to say was that, it was more so to me, what I was saying was more so positive than negative. But I was saying that we keep on, saying, hey y'all, like, chill in the comments, no disrespect. I was like, we keep on stopping the interview to say that, it's making it seem that, ain't nobody really liking her, and that would make her feel uncomfortable while she's interviewing, and that would make her feel kind of defensive. And you don't really want somebody to feel that type of energy while they're interviewing. That's all I was trying to say, and then and then and I don't care, who has an issue with what I have to say right now, but like, I was actually interested in, being a part of Kamisha's mentorship stuff. But it was, I guess, the some of the people who were already in there had kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I kind of took a step back because I was like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be associated, with some of those that are in there. And I think it's kind of unfair, on Ma's part and on Kamisha's part, for people that she's mentoring to go into people's lives and, throw shade on other content creators in her name. You get what I'm saying? I just didn't necessarily agree with that. Welcome, Lee. How are you? Like, I'm happy you can make it, sis. This is a safe place. You could speak your mind here. You won't be muted or anything of the sort. You can actually try to come up if you want to. I'll put a link down and we could just have a conversation. But I'll put that in a comment right now. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, child. Hold on. Give me a second, child. I don't know what's going on. I have to re-up my whatchamacallit, y'all. The 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 link. Not the link, but my, let me see. Is this it? I think that's it. Yeah. I think it's in the comments. So if anybody wanted to come up, they can come up and speak. But what I was but really, like, that was like really it. I just don't I just think, it's just, specific type of, protocol that you wanna like, have when you're interviewing people. And that's all that was. But back to the actual interview at hand. When it comes to Camille, I felt that, I really did like Camille. I really did. Now, I feel like Camille got more so of a bad rap when it came to the whole Brown Girl Squad thing. But like, I think us thinking that she was a little bit crazy and a little bit possessive, I don't think that really, did we really drag her that bad? Now, when it came to Zadia, I remember Zadia getting dragged to the pits of hell. Now, Zadia. I'm surprised Zadia has any wigs left from how many people was dragging her and how bad the drags were. Now, listen here. After the show wraps and things like that, I'm not gonna be sitting here shading you or saying different things underneath your comments or going to your pages and like leaving you hate mail and stuff like that. To me, it's just the show. So when I review the episode and I move on. But like, I think it's quite unfair for the fucking people, the viewers, to sit here and completely just pigeonhole these people into a character that they were on television. However, I will say that I did find it quite a coincidence that, Tina is friends with him as well. And Tina was also, kind of showing her ass you know, on the TV show. But from what I heard in the comments, Tina actually said that, she did not actually was supposed to meet up with Tommy, that they just manufactured that scene to make her look bad. Which I did ask. I think I did ask that on the review. I was like, was she really supposed to be there? Or did y'all just do that to make her look bad, but I, like, at that point, I would have just said, I'm self-eliminating on camera, in front of the men. I would have just said that and walked out. If they had to try to edit me any way that they wanted to edit me, then, that would have just been on them. They would have had to try their best. But, like, I feel like you filming longer, Tina, is what gave them more, gave them more opportunity to hang you up. I commend y'all content creators. I can't do what y'all do. Don't want that accountability. I mean, I don't. They got Shiloh to come in the chat, but Shiloh is always around them. Um, I mean, I don't really. To me, I don't really have. I don't know what type of accountability it's supposed to be because I don't bother nobody. I just really mind my own business. I mean, but, like, am I not allowed to, like, make, like, constructive criticism, like during the interview? I mean, it really wasn't to me. I don't think I was shading nobody or trying to be disrespectful. Like, I don't disrespect black women. Now, am I gonna drag that ass based on TV shows that I'm watching? Absolutely. But in all actuality, I'm not about to be going out here, arguing back and forth, with women. I'm a whole man. That doesn't make sense to me. They got Shiloh to come into the chat. They said she gets on IG live for hookah nights, but I've never seen her in the YT comments. Oh, you like that is true. Hey Misha, what's good, sis? Hey y'all, just to give y'all some heads up on what I have coming up tomorrow. I will be doing a Love and Marriage Huntsville live, and then Saturday, and I think I'm gonna do the Love and Marriage Huntsville live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna make sure I set that for y'all so y'all can come in. I really want to talk about how Melody was really, like, dragging Tiffany by her edges during that whole conversation that they had. Melody is very passive aggressive, y'all. Y'all know I'm not. I like Mel. I like all of them. I like all of them, but Melody she gives me a little bit fake. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but she just seems insincere. But then again, I would be very insincere and rude to everybody that knew my husband was cheating on me and was smiling in my face too. I can't even get mad at her because what can you do? I would be very, passive aggressive and stank as well if it was me. Now, like, I don't know why Tiffany thought it would be a good idea to try to question Melody on, on what was happening between her and her custody of her kids and her ex-husband right before she opened up about something so personal. But I knew immediately after she did that, Melody was about to drag her. Melody was going to drag. And Melody is not the type to drag, just outright. She'll do it very passively aggressively. And I was like, sis, you shouldn't even talk to her about, oh, my that from mom is here. Hold on. I'm about to put her in. But, like, I would have been like, Melody, I would have not even, told you anything about your about your ex-husband and about your kids before I even talked to you about my ex-husband. Child, Melody was dragging Tiffany by her edges. It was sad to watch. She was like, oh, you cheated on him like a whore and you broke his heart, you little bitch. I was like, Melody, Melody, that is not what you're supposed to do. Hold on.
Hi,
What?
hi, hi.
Hey, 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 how are you, sis?
Listen, I thought you were talking about the interview. Are you talking about love and marriage?
Oh yeah, like I was, but I ended up on like a little small tangent. Look, I have ADHD, so it's a little, so it gets a little bit. I get spastic. I was telling him that I have a love and marriage Huntsville review to do tomorrow.
Okay.
Then I just started talking about that whole melodies. I really wanted to get into that melody scene. I cannot wait to discuss it. Y'all know, when she was like, "Oh, and you broke his heart."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, not you dragging her about her dead fiance. That was sad.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know, I have a whole lot to talk about.
yes, congratulations on it on the interview. How did you get that to happen, by the way?
I've always wanted to do this, for a
Mm-hmm.
long time, but I wasn't confident enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just new into YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to. We were gonna do it, when the season ended, Camille's season ended, but I was like, she was not in the right headspace also, and I was also like, you know what? I am nervous. I don't want to do it, and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But God's timing, God's timing.
Well, congratulations. That is
What
like that is
happened? For me, when I was doing it, I was not looking at the comments. I was like, I don't want to look at the comments because you just don't know what people are saying.
oh
What happened?
I feel like should I mean, do you want to discuss that here or do you want to
Yeah.
discuss that?
No,
Okay.
we can do it here. You know what I'm saying? We can do
Well,
it.
I was trying to tell her that I was telling her a few things. I just can I just be honest or do like
Be
am I
honest.
I
Listen. I,
felt
I
I
always
felt
keep it
I
100.
I felt that she was unprofessional. That's just me. I felt that she was unprofessional and I felt that she was kind of dragging down the interview and it was kind of giving it a negative feel. Like I felt like a lot of people in the comments were really in support of Camille cuz Camille necessarily never had a lot of hate. People just thought she was crazy and they dragged her because of Zadia of the whole Zadia stuff. But like I just felt that us saying like hey, in the comments keep it respectful, don't disrespect nobody, every 2 minutes and interrupting her while she's speaking, it only makes her feel uncomfortable and defensive because now she's up there like I got to battle with the comments and I got to feel uncomfortable versus her just feeling comfortable and just having those questions to be asked. And then I don't necessarily agree either with coming onto somebody else's platform and then dragging another content creator out of support of another content creator when those two content creators have made amends, like Kamisha and Kojo have apologized to each other and moved
Mm-hmm.
on. So to come into
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's video when they're doing an interview with somebody, and then dragging Kojo and then bringing that drama into that, you don't want to try to drag anybody into any type of drama on like with their channels. And if you want to do that, that's fine and all, but just do that on your own channel. Don't do it while we're interviewing and on top of that on somebody else's platform and have them dragged into that type of chaos. That's kind of disrespectful and a little bit inconsiderate and unfair because then while you're saying that Kojo is paid and bought out by OWN,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually dragging Kamisha too while saying that like you're team Kamisha and you're a part of her mentorship program. And then like you're dragging Kojo when her and Kojo have made up. It makes it seem that Kamisha still has an issue with him.
Is
And
that
then
where the beef was coming from? Was it that Kojo is the one who brought up the beef? Is that what it was coming from?
what beef?
The comments? No, the
Um
comments. Like,
well,
is it because
I necessarily don't know.
Kojo was mentioned in the comments?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people were saying that it wasn't professional for her to bring up Kojo in your
Mm.
interview and to drag him while she's like on your channel.
But
Because
that was very brief, no?
huh
That was very brief. Like, we did not really dwell on that issue, did we? I don't remember.
hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, actually, Aubrey, I forgot when I made you a mod, but like I made you a mod a couple days ago. Um
Are we having haters here already?
Having who?
Haters. They are coming for me already? What's happening?
No, I don't see
No.
anybody coming for you. No, no, no. Like
You
these are
must
the same.
stop.
No, these are the same people that that was just on your on your last live. But but yeah, that's what I was saying, and I was saying you don't want to keep on reminding Camille that people are dragging her in the comments. Because honestly, I didn't feel like people really were really dragging her. I feel like people were really dragging Zadia in the comments while Zadia
Mm-hmm.
was, was actually in the comments. I actually
Mm-hmm.
feel that a lot of people got to see a different side of Camille, and I
Mm-hmm.
really, like I said, I liked Camille's personality. I thought that she was funny on the show. I just
Mm-hmm.
felt that she got dragged into the whole Brown Girl Squad thing. I think if she wasn't a part of that, then she wouldn't have got as much hate as she did. But even then, none of the hate measures up to the drags that Zadia was getting.
I
Like
agree.
Zadia is still getting dragged. Like is she still getting
Mm-hmm.
dragged? So I'm saying that I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel that Camille was necessarily villain, more so misunderstood.
Yeah.
I could see her sense of humor. I thought she was funny. Now, what like so what did you I have a question for you. So what did you feel about Zadia, I mean not Zadia, but Camille's answer when it came to, her talking about production and about how, production told her to say that stuff about Sean in his employment or lack thereof. But, when it came to discussing the couples, she decided not to do that. Like my question, I guess, was if you decided not to drag, the couples, why didn't you also agree not to drag, Sean and being like, I just won't say that.
And she addressed that, and she said, she's apologetic about her doing that. But I can tell you, yesterday I was watching a live of Donovan
Mhm.
and Pio, right? And Donovan was saying how edited the show is, and he said, the producers were telling them, so Cookie, you remember Cookie, who was eliminated the first day?
You talking about is her name
The
Cookie?
Pio, the current season.
Oh, you mean the current season? Oh, Keena.
Kina,
Yeah.
yeah, she goes by the name Cookie on IG. Okay, so when she was on live with Pio and Donovan, right? And she was saying, this is not VH1 show. This is not ready to no. This is not what's the name of the show? Love and Hip Hop, right? And
Yeah.
Donovan said no. The producers kept saying, this is Friday drama. This is a show that gives you drama, right? And then
Hmm.
he said that he has seen himself on the show when he's watching it, and he said, like, I said those things, but the situation was very different,
Yeah.
right? And so they can twist those things. Now, did they twist these things with Camille? Of course they did. And was she told by producers to say these things? Of course she was told. And at some point, in some situations, she did say those things, and she was mature enough to say, what, I said those things. I should not have said those things about Sean, all right, and I apologize for it. So yeah, I mean, what I can only say is that we all make mistakes, but you have to learn from those mistakes and say, acknowledge the hurt that you have done. And she did that, and she has apologized to Sean. She did that tonight,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
right.
she did. And
and,
that was like that
and
was
so
very
so
commendable of her.
yeah, she did.
Mhm.
And the thing is, people have already uh they have this kind of idea of who Camille is, and yes, she's a mean girl, she's in the brown skirt and all this. And even her doing this interview, they're still not gonna accept it. But you just have to live with that. You know what I'm saying? You have to
Mhm.
live with that. And that's what I was hoping. I was hoping, she get to tell her story. All right. I hope we did that. We might not. I don't know. We might have
Ooh.
a part two. I don't know. I don't know, Jeremy.
I think if you do have another interview, I think if you do have another interview, I wouldn't be upset if you. I feel like you can really. I feel like you can do it by yourself. I feel that you have the. I feel like you have the focus and you have the comedic timing to balance it out, or to when situations get a little bit too difficult or heavy, or makes the person that you're interviewing maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable, then you could just pop a joke in there, lighten the mood, and get them back on track. I definitely think that you could be able to do that. Like Yeah, like you were like I feel like you were doing it during this interview, when it was getting a little bit intense and whatnot. But I do
Mm.
have another question. So what did you feel about how she was saying that? And this is a great point that she brought up,
Mhm.
is when she was saying that, that OWN should really take responsibility for the mental health issues that they develop from the backlash from the fans, and offer them some type of mental health support, or some type of mental health insurance. Do you think that's a thing? Do you agree?
That they did not give them.
Do you think that they should offer that?
Yes, are you kidding me? Yes.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yes. This is,
Hmm.
when you see a grown man, Tory, saying, you know what, I'm going to give myself time from social media. This is real. This is real. Mental illness, not even mental, it's not even mental illness, it's just pressure, right? And mental health. Like, I cannot just deal with it anymore. Listen, I'm a blogger. And when somebody says something nasty to me, I get bothered, right? In the
Hmm.
moment, I get bothered. But then constantly somebody saying nasty things about you because of a show that you auditioned and they accepted. Yes, they should be able to provide those services. And for them to, Cornelius calls in, and they get in touch with her, with him the next day. Thank you. They get in touch with him the next day, and then you're not gonna give the same services to Camille. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why?
I completely agree that with
They
Camille that
should
they
be
should.
able. Like, I am disappointed that this is the first black. Well, it's not the first, because we have what do you call those shows? VH1, Love and Hip Hop. We have those, but these are professionals, right? These are professionals, people who have,
Yeah.
careers going on. They should be able, who have put their lives on hold, right? Because they
Hmm.
have their things going on, but they have put their life, their everything on hold to come and find love. Because I feel like most of the people who come to audition for this show, they really want to find love. They really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
They
they
really
do.
do. But then the production and everybody else wants drama, and we want drama too. Listen,
Well,
everybody's talking about
well,
Camille.
let's not say that everybody wants to come onto the show looking for love, because
Not
need
all of
need
them.
we have
Not
to
all of them.
have to rewind to find out that Dante, and I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm gonna put that Dante has 5 baby mamas now, another child on the way, a hidden fourth child, and he was telling his side chicks, the side chicks that he was cheating on Aisha with, that he was just
Hmm.
acting on the show, even though he barely
Wow.
talked, even though he
Wow.
has, even though his grill is effed up, and even though he has a lisp and a high voice. Now, the high voice and a lisp is not an issue. My thing
Did you see
is
the high
that
voice?
he didn't conquer those things before he got on the show, talking about he came on there for acting, for his acting
Oh
career.
my
You
gosh.
know,
Oh
but
my god.
but back to like I said, anybody could get dragged.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people come onto this show, looking for love. Other people come onto the show looking for opportunities. Now, I don't know
Oh no, I've
why.
seen those.
Yeah, I don't know why Dante came onto the show thinking that he was gonna get some acting opportunities before he fixed his
That part.
grill. I don't understand that. But
And
listen,
and Aisha believed it, and Aisha's heart was broken, and now she's making career of it, and she thinks she's an expert of love. We're gonna talk about the next time. We're gonna talk
listen.
about
I
that.
can't
But
listen.
I just wanted to hop over here and just tell you, Lee with the T, sometimes we get emotional, but she's a good girl. I would love for you, to get in touch with her, because I love the two of you, right? uh so it wasn't, I don't think it was anything personal, you know what I'm saying? um and this was our first interview, so we were trying to be the best we can, and sometimes we don't get there, right? uh
Mhm.
but she's a good girl. uh and I love you too. Okay. So
Oh, thank
you
you. I
need to
love
get
you
in
as
touch with
well.
her. I don't think she meant to be malicious. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as far as like me getting in touch with her, I don't really see me needing to do that.
I will do that. I will make sure
I
I
mean, she could
do.
always just come up here and like we could just have a conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
we could actually just get along and have an actual adult conversation just as
Mm-hmm.
loud as all of that
I
disrespect
agree.
that she was throwing
I
at me
agree.
in like in your
I
interview.
agree.
But
I agree
like, yeah,
because
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with her. I don't,
Mm. And
but
I
I don't
agree
think there's
because
anything wrong with
this.
constructive criticism at all. How
I
will you
agree because
improve?
this. What?
I say, how will you improve if you don't have somebody
Right,
like giving you
right,
constructive criticism, especially when it's respectful?
right. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. It's you're gonna have it's accepting that criticism, positive criticism. You know what I'm saying? To get you to the next level. This is my first interview. I'm sure the next time I do it, the second interview is gonna be better. And you keep growing. You know, you just keep growing.
Yes, and I definitely are like. Wait, so do you have any more interviews up in the stash that you're gonna be unleashing
Listen,
on us?
I have a whole lot. I have a whole lot coming up.
Look, but like, just know if you about to interview Tori at any time, that like you just let me
No,
know. I'll
Tori is
be
being
front and
interviewed by
center.
Tori is being interviewed by Commissioner. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna be there front and center too for that interview. I can't wait to hear from Tori. Listen, Tori,
Oh,
Tori was my number
wait,
one on the show.
wait. Do you
I,
think I should get it? Do you think I should get in touch with him and maybe interview him after Commissioner?
yeah, I'm saying, what's wrong with interviewing somebody again? Let him speak his perspective and like and get out to
Mm.
numerous people. Why not? I mean, I
Okay,
mean, I mean,
okay.
just same way Kojo and Crystal would interview the same person. I don't really feel
hmm
like
you know what I'm saying? Yes.
you all have
hmm
different.
Mm.
Listen, Misha, I'm
Ways.
on it. I'm on it.
Mm.
I'm on the Tory train. I'm on the Tory train.
I know
Listen,
you
choo
are.
choo.
I know you are.
But I'm gonna need Monique to get off because we didn't ask for her assistance. We like this is a one person
Monique,
buggy.
Monique is something else. Leave Monique alone.
I keep on trying to tell Monique she needs to back up from Tori because I would hate
Monique, sit down somewhere.
I would hate to have to call the police on her for trespassing. I would hate to do that.
Trespassing.
Yes, trespassing. I would hate to do that.
Trespassing. When are you doing your? Well, I miss you guys on Put a Ring on It on Monday, but I'm gonna be there next week.
Oh
When
my
are you doing
god.
your Love
So
and Marriage Huntsville? Did you
so
do it
I'm doing
already?
so the Love and Marriage Huntsville live. I'm gonna be doing that one tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then
Tomorrow, Friday,
yeah,
I
tomorrow.
will join you.
Okay. And then for the Put a Ring, y'all, I hate that show. I promise y'all, the only reason that I watch Put a Ring on it is for Miss Aubrey, so I can do the reviews with her. I hate everything about that show, everything that it
Oh my
stands for.
gosh.
None
You
of it
know.
makes any sense. Dr. Ponytail is just full of shit. She's just out here just playing in people's faces. Like, it's no way you're gonna tell me the solution. Like Dr. Ponytail be saying the
Insane.
solution to the solution to
Insane.
y'all love problems is like inviting third parties into into the mix. They don't
Did
do
you say
nothing
Doctor?
but
Did you say Doctor Ponytail?
yes, Dr. Ponytail. That's always gonna be her name for me. I'm trying to tell you, I really do love Miss Aubrey's channel, and I really just love her energy. If
Mm.
so so I'm gonna all anytime that she asks me to review something with her or asks
Yeah.
me to like
Mhm.
take part in something, I'm gonna always do it.
Mhm.
Because like
Mhm.
I have a lot of
Mhm.
respect for her.
I
But
know. I love them. I love them. I love Alex. I love her, and it's great energy. You can tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like even by watching somebody, you can say, this is great energy. I wanna watch this again and again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
now, first home tuber. Now, I ain't saying that I hate the lady, but I'm saying that the lady full of shit. Is no way she a doctor and thinking that this process helps a relationship. It does not. It does nothing but damage it
But
even more.
if somebody is not ready to commit, let them try out other things out there. Maybe they're gonna
I
figure
mean, I
out,
mean, if that, I
what I
mean, if
have at
that's
home
the,
is way.
I mean, if that's the case, then just break up. Why
But
stay together?
have you watched Ultimatum on Netflix?
I have not like
Oh
I was
my
I was
gosh,
I was
watch that.
actually trying to watch trying to watch Ultimatum on the Zoom with Misha, in my opinion, Miss Misha. But my dog was not trying to allow me to watch the show. So I had
Watch
to hop about the live.
Watch that show. It's a combination of The Bachelor, of Ready to Love, or Put a Ring on It. I loved it. Watch that show, and then you tell me. Watch that show. It's, oh my gosh, all the emotions. You'll be like, this is what's up. We don't need Put a Ring on It. We don't need Ready to Love. We don't need The Bachelor. This is a show we need. It's so good. It's so good. And now you
I'm
get
not,
to watch everything up until the reunion, because they I watched last week and they did not have the last episode and the reunion up until Monday. So now everything is out, so you can watch everything. But I'm gonna go to bed because I'm in Buffalo and it's midnight and I have to get up in the morning. I love you,
all
and
right,
tell
love
all
you
your
too.
people to subscribe. Okay.
All right, I'll definitely like everybody. Please subscribe to Mod Africa Mama. She is. You say you're from Kenya, right?
I am
She is of Kenyan, is it Kenyan citizenship or is it Kenyan descent?
born and raised. Born and
Born and
raised.
born, raised, and bred in Kenya. Like, listen,
Hmm.
listen, the
The
shea butter out
country.
there, real.
Listen, the country where we produce presidents, Barack Obama's dad from Kenya. Okay, so don't play with me like that. Okay,
Look,
don't do that.
and we
Hmm.
all know we love our Barack. We love our Barack.
Bye bye. Good night.
All right, bye. So so you guys, so back to the back to what I was talking about when it came to the hold on, just one more thing. Now Miss first home YouTuber. Now I like, maybe it's just me, but if I'm in a relationship, a real relationship, the last thing I want to do is get on the show and date other people to see if we really should match. I mean, because I come from the viewpoint that that you can have multiple soulmates. Like I don't just think you just have one soulmate or just one person who could be the one for you. I think it could be multiple people. But I feel like if you're out here searching for it, you're gonna find it. And unless you have somebody who has a like a polyamorous type of view, then you might run into some issues. Like for example, with Kai and that dude from the other season. See, I started catching up. See Kai, was in the process, end up banging that girl. Man, I was like, that's like when you going on dates and going on second and third, fourth and fifth dates, like, and while you are in an active relationship, like that type of stuff could happen. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that avoiding this process will avoid your man cheating. But I'm just saying, to me, it just seems as a way to kind of add more chaos into the relationship. I just personally, if I'm second guessing something, or if I feel that I don't know how I want to move, I feel like I probably need a little bit of therapy, or I might need to pray on it and follow my gut instincts, not my heart but my instincts, and like move accordingly to that. I just don't want to invite people into like my bedroom, like take like for them to take my man or take my girl out, do God knows what with them, feeding them with forks and shit. I just mm-mm. Now, I like how convincing that Dr. Ponytail make it seem that shit is, but that show to me is toxic. It's toxic. And I don't know. I just don't understand the necessity of it, to be honest. But like I was saying, y'all, when it came to the Camille interview, I really did think that she had a lot of good points, like with that whole mental health stuff. Like that really is true. Why haven't we thought about that? Like they bring you on the show, edit you any type of fucking way, get you dragged to the pits of hell, and then don't even message you to ask if you okay. Ain't that some shit? I was thinking about that while I was like, that does make that's a good idea. I really do think they should do that. I really do. And I think it's very irresponsible for them not to have those type of protocols when having this type of show, when you have to deal with so much hate and so much, you know, venom from people. Now, that goes into another thing. Y'all, why are y'all following these people around on the internet's like harassing them? Well, now when it comes to Frank, listen, Ellen. Now when it comes to Frank, some of the stuff that he says is questionable. Now, and that's only because of his actions. And I could say a lot about Frank, but I don't want to, since you brought up the mental health with it, I'm gonna lay up off of him. But Frank is very questionable. He has that same questionability that Eric has, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I like a lot of questionability when it comes to him and how he moves, his honesty. I don't know. Y'all know Arian said that she was feeling, mentally drained too. And now she reviewing the show of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think this is some of these people are reading the comment section, and that's what's hurting them. That's very true. Oh, so the other wait, so who are the castmates? Like, who are the castmates that confirmed that? And I didn't know that he lost somebody that close to him either. But my thing is this: like, if you're battling and you're having mental health issues, why even sign up for the show? From what he was saying is that like this is something that he battles with ongoing, and I just don't think that if you're battling mental health issues, the first thing that you should do is sign up for not an online dating show, but a TV show surrounded by dating that opens you up to all different types of channels of criticism and backlash. I just don't think that that's a smart decision, and that makes me question your motives behind it, because it's not a healthy decision. You get what I'm saying? Unless you have some really thick skin, while you're battling your mental health issues. But I just think that that's kind of unfair to the people that you're dating, when you're like, if you're having mental health. Okay, so it happened after he had filmed. But I wonder, like, I guess I wonder what triggered it. Like, cause when I was watching a reunion, it seemed that like when he brought up the mental health, Mumin still was dragging. Like he brought up mental health, and Mumin was still like tugging on his baby hairs. Like she did not let go. So I'm just like, is she one of the people that believed him? Like I don't know. Like I don't think like when I was watching the reunion, it seemed that nobody believed him, and they all think that he was full of shit. But like you know it's very much possible for him to actually have been battling some real stuff. He said his friend died right before the reunion. But my thing is, like, if his friend died right before the reunion wasn't filmed, like literally, the reunion wasn't filmed right after the show wrapped. So it was months after that, right? Like that the reunion had took place. Like after the show wrap, he completely just ghosted Mumin. And I'm saying like so like if it was from the grief of his friend dying before the reunion, like I could see by the time the reunion had came out, they had have had distance. But she said that right after they rapped, he was MIA. Mind you, and he was MIA, but I guess still on Instagram, busting shots at the club and stuff like that. Phil, Sid, Dante, I think Carrie, but it could have been Courtney. I can't remember. Okay, I see. Okay. All right. I'll give him 6 feet. I'll back up a few feet. I won't put my foot on his neck tonight. Just out of respect out of it. But actually I don't see myself dragging him any more than I did on for those videos for his episodes. But like y'all, what did y'all think about what Camille was saying? And if y'all want to come up here too, feel free to ring in. If you listen to his interview, he gives you more clarity to the Mumin situation. I listened to his interview and I thought that he was full of shit. I honestly did. I listened to the whole thing. I listened to the whole thing, and a lot of shit that he was saying didn't even make sense to me. And I kept on having to replay it, try to break it down and see, but I was like, no, because to me, I like to look at the context. Look at me sounding like I sound like Camille. I like to look at the context of the situation. But nah, for real, I really like to look into that type of stuff. And when I was looking into it, none of the shit that he was saying was making sense to me because it didn't add up. And I was saying like, and I just don't feel that his background, as far as maybe his own beliefs and stuff like that really correlated to what Mumin believes in. When it comes to the Christian faith, I just think that it was never going to happen anyway. But I feel that Frank knew that he had no intention on really going there when it came to Mumin, but he just chose her so he could just make it to the end. I don't feel that anything that he said in that interview with Kojo or with Crystal made a lick of sense to me. Harlem said I wasn't a Camille fan, but I saw her differently. Absolutely. I necessarily didn't see her really differently. I just felt that she just opened up about a part of her that wasn't fully showcased on the show. She definitely talked about, Dr. Hazel and about how she works with children and stuff like that. And you could see that fun side of her. It's just that, when it came to, the linking up with Zadia is what kind of dragged her down because, now Zadia ain't me. But the castmates said she was showing your ass. Now don't fight me, fight the castmates. Now the castmate said that she was out here acting like a barnyard animal, sis, and like they were mad at you for it. Now, and I guess because of that, Camille and Zadia was lumped in together, and then Camille had to take along some of that Bryant. But I really do not feel that Camille was the villain of the season. I don't feel that way. Mimi said, not that much invested in the show. I comment here and there, all of that calling people jobs. And yeah, that's crazy. I was like, I don't look, I don't know what these people have going on in their personal lives, but why are y'all really just digging into these people personally? That's weird to me. That's weird to me. Y'all going on these people's social media accounts, harassing them, and they DMs harassing them. That's weird. And a lot of these people are in their 40s and 50s because Ready to Love has a mature audience. Ain't nobody in there they 19, 20s, 21s. I mean, besides me, maybe, and a couple of others. Ain't nobody like that in their 20s or mid 20s or late 20s really watching, Ready to Love like that. It's for a more mature audience. So therefore, I just don't understand how these mature people are calling people jobs and harassing them. I mean, definitely Mumin definitely knew that he wasn't shit either when she decided to make that decision to agree to to allow him to be her chosen one. But I'm just saying that he knew damn well he didn't want no Christian woman, and he didn't. I don't think he wanted no black woman, and I kind of question if he even wanted a woman anyway. It was a lot of questions. I was like, he's not going to church with her. He's not going to church. You could look on his social media and see that he ain't about to go to nobody church. IDK, she said IDK, he tried to call them back, but I'm sure they use one of those phone apps probably. Those people are mentally ill. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Leave these people alone. Stay out of their DMs. Like, I don't know if he like women or not, but what I do know, look, what I do know is that I ain't never had, an alarm that was off yet. And I don't necessarily think that just because you like to, dib and dab, with the same gender, that makes you automatically gay. I mean, there's so many different types of orientations out here. You could be pan, you could be, bi, you could be a lot of stuff. And there's no disrespect to that. Be proud of who you are. And I feel like that's another thing that could contribute to somebody's mental health, is not being able to fully accept who they are because of their cultural background and because of their religious background. That's sad. Sad, child. Sad. But like, yeah, I definitely agreed. I love the fact that Zadia Shiloh showed up to support and stand 10 toes down with her. Now, maybe it's just me, and I'm just gonna say it, but I feel like Tina was definitely instigating some of the negativity in the chat. Like, I felt like some of it was a little bit. I feel like she was instigating a little bit. Like, I didn't like her commentary. I didn't like it at all. I felt like she was a little bit I felt like she was a little bit egging stuff on. I feel like if you make it seem more negative than what it all actuality is, like, it's not really giving all of that. I mean, the link is right here. I just put it in again. You can come up whenever you feel ready. I would like to see Shiloh interview next. I don't think that Shiloh is going to do any type of interviews. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second. And I do believe that if she does do an interview, it's going to be somebody who won't challenge her perspective. Hold on, you guys. Welcome, you guys. Lee with the T is here. So, Lee, I don't know if you know, but you up. You up here. Lee, are you there? Lee? Okay, I'm going to disconnect you and try to come back up again, okay? I agree. Camille was literally nothing but positive vibes. Zadia was stirring the. I don't. I didn't like. I only I only saw Zadia going back and forth with Stacy. That was really it. Like, I only seen Zadia going back and forth with Stacy. Her and Stacy was arguing. Y'all, and is it just me? And I hope this doesn't ruffle any feathers. But like, how do y'all feel about Greek life and like while also worshiping God? Do y'all feel like that's a thing? Me, on the other hand, like, I don't know. I don't know necessarily. I don't necessarily feel like you could do both. That's just my personal take. And that's because I did some reading of some leaked documents of some of those chants that they have to do. And it's a little bit questionable, those whatchamacallits. Lee, come back up. I was about to put you on. Oh, Kamisha's here. Hey, Kamisha. She says, I'm here listening. I think they had kind of disagreed on the. I think that when it came to Stacy's talking about her perspective was a little bit different. Hold on, let me put on leave with the T. When it came to her perspective on how production treated her versus how production treated Zadia and Camille, I feel like it was a little bit of miscommunication when it came to that. I don't know what's going on with your camera or sound, Lee, but just try to cam down, then cam back up. You don't have to like remove yourself off of the live. Try that and see how that works. Now, like, try to like see if your mic is muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Okay,
y'all hear
cool.
her? Can y'all hear her?
It's an echo. Dang, it's an echo on my side.
I don't hear an echo.
Oh, okay. Well, then just maybe it's me. Hold on. Let me see if there's a little noise cancellation.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay,
So,
cool.
what's
Let me
going on,
continue.
girl?
Uh, Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Okay, so I was trying to get um at least a little bit of what was when you were chatting with Mod. So you had a lot to say in the comments. So
Was it really a lot to say? I mean, it was two different comments that you took offense to, which I can understand, but I don't feel like I was coming from a place of trying to disrespect you. I guess to me, it was coming more so of like of constructive criticism, you know,
as in,
because huh?
as in,
Okay, I'll just say this. I think it's a little bit unfair towards Kamisha and towards Mod, especially when Kamisha has made amends with Kojo, for you to then, go on somebody else's platform underneath her mentorship and then brag about the mentorship and then shade Kojo and say that he's bought out and that he's biased and that he's sold out,
okay,
because then that kind of that makes it seem that what you are saying reflects upon what she feels. And from what Kamisha said is that her and Kojo had buried the hatchet. And when
uh,
you do that, it kind of brings not only Mod into a negative, I guess, a negative space, but then also Kamisha back into a negative space when she was just trying to exit that.
okay. Um, so here's my thing. Um, Another Ready to Love this season cast went live, and he said that he's not doing an interview with LBB. He said he was only doing his interview with Kamisha, and the comments went into a frenzy. So Kamisha, who was not in that person's live, received a screen recording of him saying, I'm not doing a interview with him. I'm doing an interview with her. She posted it. In the comments were disrespectful towards her, but still praising him. So my thing is this. I don't feel like I was disrespectful to him because he said in an interview with Kamisha, I don't work for OWN. I don't do anything that is OWN related. However, he turned around the very next week and was on the panel with Dr. Nicole and another a very well known OWN blogger. That's my issue. So why I said if there are any LBB fans in here, this is Kamisha Review crew, and we support Kamisha Review. Is why I said what I said, because there was another comment prior to me saying that was a representation of LBB, but this is a Kamisha Review crew. So that's why I said what I said, and I'm gonna stick beside it.
Well, if you're gonna stick beside it, sis, I'm happy that you 10 toes down on it. I may not necessarily agree with that. Agree.
That's perfectly fine.
I definitely, we love Kamisha reviews over here. Now, all I'm trying to say is that when it come when that type of stuff happens, when people of somebody's crew start shading,
I,
throwing
I mean,
shade.
but but Kamisha went live about it, a couple of days ago in regards to his crew coming for her and under under her live's comments or the video, the upload that she made
So like when you say
in the
like
comments. And then the question was, well, why did you disable the comments? We were only supporting him.
So when you say
So
like so like I have a question though. So when you say like his crew, are you saying the people in his comments or people that he's mentoring as
well, you
well?
know what? I won't say his crew. I'm going to say his supporters.
Okay.
His
Cause I'm saying,
supporters.
cause I'm saying, like, it's hard to control, a whole bunch of comments versus, like somebody that, like, you're actively mentoring. I don't
Well,
think that I don't think that
well,
he would allow anybody he's mentoring to disrespect Kamisha, or
well,
has he? I don't know
I wasn't being disrespectful. I was saying facts.
that he sold out in that. Okay.
I was saying facts. You did an interview. He did an interview with Kamisha. We all seen it. Yes. And then he said, I don't work for OWN. I don't do any I don't do anything. I don't do anything with OWN. That's what he said. And then the following week, wait a minute. I ain't even gonna say the following week. When Kamisha clicked leave the live, he said, I got some stuff coming up for y'all for put a ring on it, X, Y, and Z. The following week, he was on what? Put a ring on it panel with Dr. Nicole herself and another own blogger.
Hmm.
So if you the only way that you'll be able to do that is if what?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the only way that you're going to be able to be on a panel with somebody who's paid by OWN, Dr. Nicole is paid by OWN because she's on put a ring on it as the life and love coach.
Okay, and then like that's
And then
understandable. But
the other person is somebody who what interviews all of the OWN eliminated cast
you talking
and
about
who
Chris
only
Flex?
does and
You talking about Chris
and who
Flex?
only does what? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna recognize her because she didn't recognize my mom. So um
Wait.
she does what? She interviews what? Castmates of Ready to Love, Put a Ring on It, people that either are no longer on the season or have been eliminated from those own shows. Correct? Am I lying? Tell me
I
when I'm
mean, no,
lying.
like I mean, no, like I mean, like if Crystal's the one you're talking about, then yes, she does interview with them. But I guess like that's not like that. That's it. That's not necessarily the point I wanted to make. But I'm saying, do you understand what not only
I
me, but the comments are saying when they say that when you say some of that type of stuff while also like saying that you're in the Kamisha crew, that could kind of make it seem that Kamisha is also throwing shade as well with you.
well, no. I'm gonna and I have no problem with saying this. These are my opinions and how I feel about this situation. We I have already been wanting to speak about the interview that Kamisha did with him and then the comments that were left behind, I should say,
Mhm.
with the video that she uploaded that she had nothing to do with. She just uploaded a video and the negative comments from his supporters came over there to leave negative comments, which I don't appreciate. Because Kamisha already gets negative comments of how she interviews and how she talks and what she releases in X, Y, and Z. And that's why I said what I said, but I don't have any problem with saying what I said because I said it. Yes, I
Under-
did say it. And
under-
and I'm going to
Understandable.
stick behind it. However, you can't and this is just how I feel about it. You can't dish out negativity about one blogger and then don't expect for a backlash for the supporters of that same blogger because he has several supporters. I'm not saying that he personally sends them over there, but he has several supporters that are in Kamisha's chats fighting fighting air behind him. However, it's like, oh, Kamisha can't have that same thing. So that's why I said that what I said. I don't feel like I disrespected him because I didn't say he ain't worth a damn. He can't interview or anything like that. I just feel like and don't get me wrong, because I have watched his interviews, and the the way that he interviews is completely different from Kamisha's, but I support Kamisha's, and it's just because I have a history with Kamisha.
Okay, I can understand that. I do have a couple of more questions for you.
Come on, bring him here, sweetie. Come on.
Okay. Now when it came to the interview, um how long have you known Camille?
Well, I've only known Camille pretty much through the show. I officially met Camille when we went to an R&B set earlier this year, and I met her. Well, I met a whole bunch of people from the cast, but I
Okay.
met her and Camille. I mean, her
Oh,
and Cornelius.
okay. All right. So when it came to some of the comments as well, now a lot of people, including myself, thought that that you were more so. Oh, wait, do you? Is like, is it me or do y'all see her? Do y'all see her like avatar doing something weird or
It
twitching?
is doing something weird. I can see it myself. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what that is.
I don't know why it's doing that, to
Okay,
be quite
but
honest. That's very ghetto, but go ahead.
yeah, I don't
This
know
is
what's
my
going
first
on.
time using this studio this restream. I'm like so used to using StreamYard, but go ahead.
Yeah, Restream, like Restream is a really good medium. I love this. I'm trying to tell you, I love it, love it, love it. But that's besides the point. But a lot of people felt that like a lot of the interview, you were more so just bragging about how you knew them, personally. Like when it
Oh.
came to I know it's twitching, Miss Aubrey. I don't know how to change that. But
I don't. I think I'm also getting a delay of the comments because I don't. The comments are coming in later also, but I mean I don't go. But go ahead.
okay. But what I was saying was a lot of people felt that it was more so interruptive of the interview when you were bragging about like how you knew her personally, how you wanted to go on the cruise with them, and I mean go on a trip with them and stuff like that. And I guess that's what I was meaning when I was like, just like it's okay, it's okay that you like are a fan of how she was on the show, but you don't want to let that overshadow like the actual interview.
Well, so as I said during the interview, I wasn't a fan of her at first.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of her until after their season was no longer on air. It wasn't until I personally seen Cornelius and Camille together in
Mm-hmm.
with my own eyes of how they interacted. And she knows that. I've said that several times because Maud and I were live prior to this, just me and Maud, and Camille were and Camille was in the comments.
Right.
And we she was responding via comment and we were responding to her via on live. So I don't want y'all to feel like, oh, she's just a fan, which and I can see the comments that I can see. Kamisha saying that she missed the beginning. Um, she knew that I was not a big fan of Camille at the beginning, throughout the show. It wasn't until after their season was no longer on air where I became a fan because I've seen them out in public um,
Mm-hmm.
as a couple. So I, that's that. I haven't known Camille for a long time. Hey, but hey, if y'all listen, I can go on a cruise with y'all. I can, whatever the case is. I mean, if y'all didn't, those who don't know me, if y'all didn't catch the joke, y'all didn't catch the joke.
I mean, I like. And I'm like, once again, let me just throw this out there. I don't want you to feel that I have any type of thing personal against you or anything else of the sort. I don't know you personally, and nor do I really like to, go at it, with women anyway, because I feel like that's kind of, it's not my place as a male to do that. But I'm just saying that, it kind of came across as like y'all don't know Camille like I know Camille. Like this is my friend. Like I like y'all don't know her like that. I just like me and her know each other personally. Like that's what it was coming off as. And like, the people in the comments were like, okay, but can we get like back to the interview? But I was just trying to like say it in the most constructive way, so and then another thing was that when it came to the negative comments, I don't really feel that she was getting a whole bunch of like, hateful comments. A lot of us were really agreeing, with a lot of stuff that Camille was saying. I agreed a lot with, especially when she brought up the whole mental health thing and about, bringing on, counselors and stuff like that to help the contestants after the show ends because of all of the backlash and hate they may receive. Like I definitely, agreed with her on a lot of different aspects of that interview. But I felt that when not just I'm not just saying like you, I'm just saying like the word you. I'm just saying when you're out here, saying all the negative comments, y'all need to chill out, y'all need to chill out, y'all need to stop that, y'all need to stop that. It could kind of make the person that you're interviewing get on a defensive because they don't feel that comfortability that they have the support of the chat or the people that are viewing. So that's going to make them get like, get even more defensive. Like I liked her interview. I thought that she was like, I thought that she was really, really amazing, on the interview. And she even badmouthed me because because of the comments that she was making, and she was basically telling me to go to the club. But like, yeah, she was telling me to go to the club, and I was like, well, I wasn't really trying to come at anybody, disrespectful, but I mean, okay, I guess I'll just leave.
Well,
But
I didn't want you to, just leave. And it was just so more that, and it was, and I don't have any problem with saying this. It was just so more, I was protecting the person that we were interviewing, because this is the first interview that she has done next to the interview that she did with Cornelius. And you know people, have a lot to say when they're behind a keyboard. And that's why I kept continuously said, listen, we're going to be respectful in these chats. Y'all need to chill out in these comments. And although I wasn't able to see all of the comments that that I was able to see were the negative ones.
okay, I can definitely understand that. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that what you said was a reflection of what Kamisha is thinking. That I didn't say that in the least. Like I understand that everybody else has like their own opinions and things like that. I'm just saying that especially when the two have just made amends with each other.
Now I sound like Megatron.
Who said that?
Dang. Ellen said I sound like Megatron. I don't know what's going on.
I don't hear you. Sound very clear to me.
I don't know. Ellen V said I sound like Megatron. But oh well. Anyways, my mama said I need to stay out these comments, so I'm just gonna slide down. Anyways, that's that. And we already knew that there was a lot of things going on. You know, I should say, there was a lot of backlash on Camille's side in order for her when she did this interview. So yes, we wanted her to feel comfortable, but when going through the comments, because I was just peeking back in every now and then, the comments that were brought to my attention when I clicked back over were negative. And
Okay, I
so
understand
that's why,
that.
listen, y'all need to chill out with these comments. We're going to be respectful for the guest that we have, because it took us a long time to get this guest. And
Understand. Hold
And we
on,
wanted
Kamisha,
her
I'm about
to
to bring.
continue to feel comfortable, because that's what we were telling her up until today. I want you to, I can, I don't have no problem with sharing my screenshot. You can say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. This is your
Mhm.
chance to say your truth on how you feel about your process that you went through on national television. And the negative comments that I was seeing wasn't colliding to what I said. And so that's
Understandable.
why I said we're going to be respectful. That's why I continuously said we're going to be respectful, and these comments need to chill out. Because
Yeah,
when I clicked back over, it was somebody saying something negative. Now I would go back into another chat. Those who know StreamYard, it's a difference between the people that are on live and the people who are not on live. So when I clicked back over to the people that were not on live, it was a negative comment. That's why I continuously said, listen, this ain't what we doing.
yeah, I definitely agree that there were some comments that probably weren't the most respectful, but honestly, you're the moderators for the chat. They were working. They was at like
They
they
was
was not
they the
like
mod.
they
Listen,
was
shout out to
they were moving them
Demita Joe, because
like
I know
and
she
like
was a moderator. She was very heavy in the chat. Shout out to Demita Joe, because that moderator was moderating.
yes, and like that's what I'm saying. Like the moderators were and I know on top of that too, I was also commenting that people needed to be respectful in the comments as well, because I know that that was a really big interview for Mod as well. And for I didn't know you prior, to this, but like I would imagine that this was a big interview for you too. So like that's all I was saying was like if the mods is snatching these comments left and right, like it's not even necessary, that you need to, even focus on it. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. So I'm about to put Kamisha up. Well, hey Kamisha. Kamisha. Kamisha, try to turn on your cam on and off, then turn your mic on and off because it like I don't know if it probably needs to refresh or something, but you're up and I can't.
Hello, can you hear me now? Okay,
I can hear you, Lee.
okay, cool. Because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I thought I was doing something. I don't know. I don't know what Kamisha doing. But anyways, that's how I felt about that situation. And I'ma stick beside how I addressed the comments.
Okay, understandable. Hey Kamisha. Okay, well, like I guess she's still getting situated.
Okay,
um
that's perfectly fine.
she's
But
I think
I don't have any ill will against you. I don't have any problem with saying, listen, as I just said in our group chat, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. When I do my reviews, I write them down as I'm watching whatever show that I'm watching, so that my emotions are there on paper, so that I can read how I felt when I was at that time while reviewing the show. I don't have any problem with saying that. I wear my emotions on my sleeve with this interview. I was my authentic self. For those who were in the chat that know me, that watch my reviews, that watch me on the panel with Kamisha, y'all know that I'm going to speak my mind, say whatever I want to say, and how I want to say it, facial expressions included. However, I just felt some kind of way. I felt like you were coming for me when I didn't see it for you in the comments, and that's how I felt.
I think that might have been may have been a little bit of miscommunication because I definitely wasn't, and I don't want you to feel that I have anything against you or that I'm out here trying to come for you. That's not my personality. Look, I drag the people on the TV shows. I don't try to drag other YouTubers, and I want you to know that it's much respect to you and congratulations on doing the interview. I have no issue with you. I subscribe to you after this. It's really no hate on here on my part. And congratulations again for doing the interview because what like once again, that is pretty big. Like you were saying, a lot of us bitches ain't got interviews on our channels.
Well, that wasn't shade to nobody that got ain't got no interviews on their channel, but I'm just saying.
Hold on,
Um,
Lee. Kamisha, are you there?
Oh, dang, come on. Mama love ain't Mama love it.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
We
Yeah. You
listen,
like you're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit, but yeah, we can hear you.
what you got, Metro PCS?
Ooh, I used to have Metro.
Yeah, we can't listen.
No, man,
No,
not my
we can't.
new phone.
Not you got a new phone.
Can you? I guess you only can hear me with the camera, but it's kind of an echo. But whatever, go with it. I want to say something really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as my crew's concerned, I stand behind them 100%. And stand behind what Lee said, no matter what it is, because they all have my back, I have theirs. Now, y'all, everyone on associated to make a statement about Kojo, it falls back on me. If you do, I got that too. Because at the same time, no matter what they do, anybody else does, they still gonna drag make comments about Kojo. So it is what it is. Just being real.
So,
Did y'all hear me?
yeah, like I
Um,
heard you. Like
barely.
was she like she was basically saying that she's gonna stand 10 toes down with you guys regardless if y'all are shading Kojo or not, because she said that she's gonna be viewed at negatively regardless. So she's just gonna have to stand 10 toes down with her team.
Doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter. They're gonna say me because I love him so much. They came in the chat for a video that I posted that I didn't even say anything. So no matter
Mhm.
what I do, they're gonna come for me because they have so much love for him. In order to show him love, just like she said earlier, to praise him, they got to shade me. So it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay, I can understand that. I was coming more so from the fact because of that video that I seen when you were basically saying that like you weren't disrespecting Kojo with that video. I thought that like the last thing that you would want is to be dragged back into like any type of beefs
Hold
with
on,
him.
let me break something down to you. See, beef, nothing. I can grill it, eat it. That don't bother. So a beef or back and forth, that's nothing for me. If I got to do it,
Okay.
I got to deal with it. I never will run from it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, as far as me out there, I'm not looking for it. I'm not starting it. But sometimes I get dragged into it because of who I am and how I deal with stuff. Because I'm very transparent. I will drag you if necessary, and I don't care. But I still push my brand. Because of that, people will come for me if I'm not the same as them, or if I'm not their fan favorite, or if I come for their fan favorite. Even if I'm not come for their fan favorite, they still come for me. That's why I say I'm a stand behind no matter what they do or say. I'm proud of their accomplishment tonight because my team, my crew are getting those interviews. They're out there their brand and growing their channel. So
Okay, I can definitely understand your point of view. Um, it's like it's no once again, it's no disrespect over here on my part. I like
yeah,
your channel.
yeah.
oh,
I watch your content. So I was just coming more so from a part of like, trying to come to your defense. But like you said, you don't need no defending. You got it, sis. So I understand. I apologize then.
No, you ain't gotta apologize to say what you're saying. But my thing with them is that I don't like them to get involved, but because they're passionate and because they do have a badge, they speak on stuff like that. I mean, you can't all of those they have their own brand, they have their own channel. We all do our own thing, but at the same time, we come together collectively as a crew. We have to respect.
Kamisha,
Yes.
you're breaking up. So I don't know if you want to try to come back down and come back in one more time, or to try hold on.
listen. Okay. Oh, I was just reading that comment that was up. Jeremy is not like that. He's very respectful. Oh, okay. I'm not going back and forth with her.
And hold on. Sheila, I just want to reiterate that I was not any of those people calling. I didn't call anybody unprofessional. I didn't say any of that stuff. That was not me.
I
Like,
mean,
so
but I seen those comments too, and those who are in the chat that know me, um, uh, well, first and foremost, my name is not my letters aren't zigzagging anymore because I had to open it in my internet browser and not the link that I clicked. But
Mhm.
listen, I'm not going back and forth with anybody who don't have a profile picture, who don't show their face in their um in any of their lives or recordings or reviews. I I'm not going back and forth with any of people like that. Which is why whatever ZJF Z.JF JFZ whatever his name is, I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not going back and forth with nobody that ain't got a profile picture or don't show their face in their lives. And that's it.
And I
Not
guess
saying that
that's
not
I
saying
guess
that you don't show your face in your lives. I'm not throwing shade to you because I've went back and looked at your videos and I know that you show your face. So I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying that. And that's why I address certain comments the way that I address them. I'm not doing that.
okay. Well, like, yeah, Dina, like, I hold on. I did say that, yeah, but like, she asked me what did I feel about what happened, and I told her the truth. I did think it was kind of unprofessional, but I wasn't the one that was in the comments saying that. I wasn't egging anything on in the comments. That's the main point here. I can have an opinion,
Yeah. But
like.
I don't feel that I was unprofessional because I came in there my authentic self. This is how I talk in my lives. This is how I act in my lives on commission panels because I'm on multiple panels with her. And I say what I'm gonna say. I say how I'm gonna say them, and I say what's on my mind. And I have no problem with saying that in an interview. Now I do know the boundaries of the person that I'm interviewing on what I can touch on and what I can't touch on, which is why I had such great, awesome follow up questions, despite me saying several times, and that's on what Mary had a little lamb. But those who know. So those who get it, and those who don't. Because me saying, and that's on Mary had a little lamb, I say that on all of my reviews and panels, interviews as well.
Wait, somebody had an issue with you saying Mary had a little lamb?
Oh yes. V Jones 16 1365 1635, whichever one. That person didn't have a profile picture either, but they said that I was doing too much, and that's on Mary had a little lamb, which means that they were throwing shade at what I was saying.
Okay. Like, I don't see anything wrong with saying Mary had a little lamb. If she had one, then that's what Mary had. Like,
Okay.
I don't think that was unprofessional. I the only thing I thought was was the unprofessional part was like when you started going at it with me in the comments, and I was, well, like, yeah, that's what I thought was like, the unprofessional part. I was like, what's this? I'm not even trying to. But then again, I can understand, when you're writing, messages or comments, it could kind of come across. You don't know the voice behind it, or like the energy behind it. You can only see the words, so I can understand that. And if not saying if, because I did, offend you in some way, I do apologize for that.
Well, I mean, apology accepted. I, I don't have any problem with saying I definitely felt some kind of way because I did. And I don't have any problem with saying I felt some kind of way. Because I am, you know, 100% authentic as in myself and how I express my feelings with my lives, panels, and how I feel about certain situations. So yes, I felt some kind of way. I do accept your apology. Um, and I should probably apologize because I read your comments the wrong way. Oh,
What?
okay.
What,
Wait a
what
minute.
happened?
Yep. My mama is in these comments. My mama told me to get out the comments, but she's in the comments.
Oh yeah, she said that she was gonna message Monique, because she said that she was a little bit lost on what was happening, or like, the exact conversation, you know um
Well, shout out
because
to
I
my
like,
mama.
huh?
Shout out to my mama because she in the comments, and
Absolutely. Shout out to Kamisha.
Kamisha is not my mama,
Oh,
but
who's your mama?
that was cool though. Shout out to my mom. She is in the comments, Dina, aka Christina Moore, and she is in the comments. She says she gonna chill though. Um,
Oh, okay, I got you. I see.
Listen, y'all don't want my mama to come up here. She like the women version of Suge Knight. Y'all don't want her to come up here.
Well, I'm West Coast bred, so that went, that's
So,
why.
but my mama is in the comments right now. Shout out to my mama, Dina, aka Christina Moore. That's my mama. And she is definitely in these comments. Woo. Not Raven saying Jeremy, who's her mama.
Because I really thought this whole time you was calling Kamisha your mama. I wasn't
No,
gonna
Kamisha
question
is
it.
not my mom. How I'm gonna say Kamisha is my mama, and I just said in the live with Camille that Kamisha is my mentor.
No, I thought that was what you were like nicknaming her. Like
No,
in our community,
why would I
there's such
nickname
thing
my
as like
mama
gay
my
parents and like gay
mentor?
mamas and stuff like that. So,
Oh,
so,
okay, got it. Okay, no,
so
Kamisha is not my mama. Dina, aka Christina Moore, is my real mama, and she is in the comments, and she's not happy.
well, I'm sorry that she's unhappy. I
Oh,
feel
she
that
told me to get out the comments. I got to get out the comments, y'all.
I think we came to a very a very peaceful peaceful like resolution to
Oh,
this.
child,
I don't think it
we
was
did,
anything.
cause yeah, we
I'm
definitely.
playing auntie. I'm glad y'all brought that up because I this whole time I've been thinking that you were calling Kamisha your mama. I was like, oh okay, well like Kamisha the mama. Glad I've been corrected.
Oh,
I'm a little slow, child.
oh, it is okay. Raven says she needs to watch the interview. Yeah, girl, you need to watch the interview. But Kamisha, she is my play auntie. Um, her and my mama broke the YouTube internet together with pulling out, put a ring on it. So yep. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and read this. Oh, I see actually Aubrey in here. Okay. My mama said we did good. Ellen B said that did good. Okay, so I see people in here saying that we did good. Listen, overall the interview was good. This was actually my first real interview with somebody that was on TV, and my mama said that this is a learning process, and it is. I probably shouldn't wear my emotions on my sleeve when there's a lot of comments coming in for somebody of that caliber, but that's perfectly fine. I was my authentic self, and I don't have no problem with saying that. Did I
And
learn from it? Yes.
yes, it was
Yes,
your
this is
first time. It was your first
yep.
time. Not everybody is gonna know what to do on their first try. And like at the end of the day, y'all managed to lock down the interview. Y'all asked her some really good questions. She opened up about a lot of things, and that's the most important. Just take all of this with like from this, and yeah, I'm sure you're gonna apply it to the next interview. So like, good
Oh
job.
yeah, most definitely. This is a learn and now that I have heard your tone of voice, dictation of what you were saying, yes, this is a learning process, and I have no problem with saying that I can accept constructive criticism. Um, and that's it. I don't have any problem with saying, okay, I can apply this to my next interview, and then maybe I should do it this way versus this way. I don't have any problem with saying that. And as all of the mentees and sisters, as I like to call them, has said, this is a learning process. And about 45 minutes ago, I was like, this is it. This is my last interview. I ain't doing this no more. Fuck this. Sorry to excuse my language. That's how I felt about
It's
45
okay.
minutes ago.
This is an unfiltered channel. Cuss as much as you want to, sis.
Okay,
I ain't
so that's
monetized.
how I felt. That's how I felt about 45 minutes
If
ago.
that's how you
But now,
motherfucking felt, say that's how you motherfucking felt.
but
Hush.
we didn't chatted about it. We didn't said how we felt and how we interpreted. You know, well, how you wrote the comments versus how I interpret the comments. That is something of human interaction. That is just I was the receiver, which I didn't receive it well. You were the messenger, and the message that you sent didn't receive well. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
and that's it. And that's it. And yes, this is Jeremy's channel, but he allowed me up here to say how I felt and what I felt and how I wanted, and allowed me to say how I felt about it and anything that I want to say about it. So you shouldn't be shaking your head. But okay.
Well,
Um
that's wait, like actually Aubrey is kind of like, it's kind of like actually Miss Aubrey, do you want to be my play auntie? I ain't
Not
never
the
asked
play
you.
auntie. Yeah, is she gonna come up here? Is she gonna show her face?
Like I don't like, she doesn't need to, like she don't need to come up. She's really good people. She helped me build my platform up to this point that I'm at now. So she's a very kind woman. She's very kind. She's not like that. I don't think she was even I don't think that comment was geared towards you. More
Well,
so
she
some
said
people
that this is Jeremy's
people
channel.
dragging me in the
This is
comment.
this is Jeremy's show. Shaking my head. That was definitely geared to me because she not saying this is Jeremy's channel towards you and you, Jeremy.
Well,
Okay, and
I don't know, y'all. But like, look,
so that was
we
definitely
all,
geared towards me because it's either me or you, and this is your channel, and then I'm your guest.
y'all, like please, y'all, let's me and Lee just made up. Like I don't, y'all, let's let's pray. Y'all want to pray together?
I don't. I listen. I go to church every Sunday. I listen. We ain't got to pray on the internet.
I mean, that is true as well. Like I said, these deacons and preachers out here collabing with OnlyFans people. So
What? Say it again for the people in the back, because
they out
the
here
congregation.
collaborating with OnlyFans people. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Pastor Dwayne Dawkins is on Twitter right now. Right now as we speak.
Looking for the OnlyFans.
He is taking down somebody's son on
Oh,
camera, and the son
wait.
is and like whoever child that is a
Wait a minute.
grown OnlyFans male.
This
'Cause, like,
this this escalated quickly. Listen, come on, Pastor Dina. That's my mama. Come on, Pastor Dina. She out here. Pastor
what?
Dina. That's what we call her in the group chat. But yes, no, I don't feel like we just made up. We just had a misunderstanding. So it's not, we've been beefing for, 27 years and you stole my man or something like that. It was just a misunderstanding in a
Mhm.
couple of comments that you made, and that's it. And we have now cleared that up, and we good. I'm gonna watch your
Absolutely,
lives. You can watch my lives if you want to. You ain't
I
got to,
will.
but I watch your lives, and that's it.
I promise, man. Like, please make sure you come again. I promise you. Like, it get lit in here. It really do. It really do get turned up in here. I go in.
Yeah, I don't
I'm,
I
I'm
don't think because I was like commenting when you first like brought mod up. I was like, I'm in here, but then I didn't ever see like the link. But maybe I like left a little bit earlier. But I was like, I'm in here, but nobody said anything after I said I was in here. So I was just like, oh, this is not gonna work. This isn't gonna work. This isn't working. I'm
Mhm.
not reading the comments very well. But I'm here now. So amen and hallelujah. Not that let the church
Right.
say amen, not amen.
Amen. And I want to say,
But yes.
and I want to thank you, for taking the time to come up and get this handled and situated, and really get to a place of understanding between two black peoples, and
Okay.
especially 2 months post Black History Month. We
Not too much posts.
black people can't beef until 5 months after Black History Month, so like technically we ain't supposed to be going at it until July. So
After
until like,
Juneteenth. After
yeah,
Juneteenth.
like after CC, so like you gotta let Juneteenth pass, you gotta let Black History Month pass, and then in July, that's when our brothers and sisters start fist fighting in the streets.
Okay.
That's when it typically happens at that point. But we ain't gonna like, ain't don't nobody want to be beefing 2 months after Black History Month. Especially when Will Smith just
I don't want
slapped
to say
Chris
that. I
Chris
don't.
Chris Rock in the mouth.
Oh
Like
Lord.
we really got to come
Oh Lord.
together as a people.
Oh
That's what we
Lord.
got to do.
Oh Lord. Okay. You absolutely right. So yeah, I don't want you to think that I was that we beefing, because we definitely not. Um But I'm glad that we can clear up the miscommunication, because that's what I'm gonna
Absolutely.
call it, miscommunication, because we're not beefing.
Absolutely. So like do you want to promote your channel to the live? You know, like
Oh
in
my goodness, absolutely. I definitely can't. Not dear Heavenly Father. Not my mama talking about some dear Heavenly Father. Come on now, Pastor Dina. Okay. Yes. So you can find me with my name, Lee with a T. It's spelled traditional. Lee, Lee, space with space the space T on YouTube. I am at Alicia Allure on Instagram. That's all I got. Oh, at Alicia Javon on Twitter. And that's
oh,
at Alicia with two A's at the end and two N's at the end. Uh,
period. Oh y'all. I have a Twitter now. So if y'all want to follow me on
now
Twitter,
I got a Twitter now.
yeah, I have like cuz I don't have like barely any social media. I don't have no Instagram no more. I deleted it. You know, I didn't have Twitter for a minute. I deleted that too. Now just I have my Twitter, you know, now, so I'm trying to get people to, you know, to follow me and hear my ignorant thoughts on there. So, you know, when I'm not cussing up a storm on here, I like to cuss on this channel. I ain't
Me
monetized
too.
yet, so I just figured out until I get to a place where they want to monetize me, I'm gonna just cuss and just have as much fun as possible until they
Oh,
shut the
wait a
show
minute.
down.
Hold on. Wait a minute. V Jones 1965, the one who told me that I was doing too much and that's how Mary had a little lamb.
Ooh,
She in the chat.
hold on, yeah, like y'all know what? I think that's it for me tonight. I think,
She in the chat. She said I was doing too much.
y'all, I think that's it for me tonight. You know, I'm
And
gonna
that's how
need
Mary had a little lamb. She the one who said I was doing too much.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Listen, you heard me say it about 17 times. I'm gonna speak my mind. She the one who said that I was doing too much, and that's how Mary had a little lamb. I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy over here, sis.
Well, y'all, it's 1:08. You
Yep, it
know,
sure is. But I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy over here, sis.
you know, I don't know I don't know how to end this live. I'm trying to figure. I don't know how to do this. I've never been in this type of
Because
situation before.
I'm very direct. Listen,
Um,
y'all got to be able to judge me for the last 3 hours. I'm now in your in somebody else's live, still vulnerable. But the person who said that I was doing too much is now here. So, sis, I'm gonna need you to
well,
keep that same energy over here. You said I was doing too much. Speak up or
well,
type up since you typing.
well, Lee, I was like, I gotta end I gotta end the live, okay? I love everybody, and I wish you much success and much more growth on your channel.
As do
I
you too,
wish you
bro.
I wish you thousands upon thousands subscribers. And to, you know, all the people who don't like black people, tomato, tomato, tomato. We throwing tomatoes at the people who don't like black people. So
Come
like
on now. Come on now. Come
that's
on
it.
now.
That's just that on that. I love everybody, and I want y'all to have a blessed day, okay? Peace.
Absolutely.
See y'all later.